Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grow Frag Yourself here. This is
Senor Lemus.
this is GFYI podcast. I'm Joe. You got Greg. You got Carver. And tonight we're featuring Chris.
Not just Chris. Chris.
Chris. Well, I don't know. Your name's Chris. How am I supposed to make that more interesting?
Just fucking say it normal.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah,
See,
you don't have to make everything weird.
It's entertainment, kind
Grandmaster Seahris.
Grandmaster Seahris. Why don't you do your little beanbag fart thing? You know, come here.
Oh, come here.
Come here.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay. All right. Today we're going to be talking about where. Don't lean when he does that. It
I was
really
leaning
throws,
before he did that.
really throws me off.
He didn't even do anything that time.
All right. Today we're going to be talking about some Grand Theft Auto, our opinions and our dreams, if you were, our imaginations, and we're going to talk a couple movies too, and as they pertain to video games, because apparently that's what we do here. I don't know. Anyways,
So far, nothing else is up on the site other than the first podcast.
USB thing be plugged into something?
No,
Okay.
this was for the snowball mic if we were going to use it.
Oh, okay.
Mine's
I thought it was going in there, and I was like, "That's soundboard's not plugged in, guys."
way to do your
I'm not
job,
hooked
no
in.
job.
I'm not hooked in.
You don't need to be. Don't worry about it. Put it down.
Wait, can he plug that into something?
Sure.
We can if we wanted to play games on this right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll get there.
We'll just do 2 hours. Just.
Yeah, I'll load up some Trackmania and we'll play that for a bit.
Anyways, all right. Big game coming out that we've seen a lot of hype for in the last little bits. You guys showed me some gameplay footage of it. Holy shit, Grand Theft Auto 5. This is big. Well, reportedly big, anyways.
How big is it?
Greg.
Huge.
Oh,
I
get it.
really don't know what you want me to say right
I don't know.
now.
Did they have like specifics, like details on it, how big it actually is, or anything like that?
Three
Are you talking
times-
world size?
3 times the size of Fuel.
Jesus fucking
What?
Christ!
No.
Half the size of the new Empire Earth release.
Standard Civ 5 map.
Callbacks.
I have Civ 5. How big is that?
So big.
We're talking like
Like
100 by 200 hexagons.
How many pixels?
He just told
Square
you.
kilometers.
Hexagon is a measurement of pixel. Don't you know that?
All right. In like retrospective to fuel, how big do you think
I don't
it is?
know if you can gauge that.
I said 3 times.
And I really, really doubt it's that big.
Like seriously, fuel would take what, a solid 25 minutes to drive one end to the other.
A lot more than that.
Nope. Rooster Teeth guys, the Achievement Hunter guys, they did a let's play of it, and it took them 2 hours to do it.
It's a pretty long time.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I played it a long time. Well, it fried my friggin' Xbox.
How
I
big
wanna
was
do
it?
that.
Hardware destroying big.
Fuel is 14.4 thousand
Squares.
Square kilometers.
Yeah.
So that's about.
Biggest disappointment, no tornadoes just in open free world. It was bullshit.
Really?
Yeah. They were in the missions, the races or whatever, the story races and things, and you expect to be driving around and suddenly all shit goes loose and there's trailers and stuff, but it doesn't happen.
We're storm chasers.
Just fries
It's what we
Xboxes.
do.
Why is there no Storm Chasers game? That would be awesome. Just
Yeah.
make a
There probably is.
Actually, I think there is a Storm Chaser or Storm Chase Simulator 2011 or God knows what.
Well, yeah, there's farming simulator, truck driver simulator, bus driver train, you name it out there. There's got
Bus
to be a
driver
storm.
train?
That'd be cool.
What about Mythbusters? You need a Mythbusters game.
I think it exists.
Well, there would be a Japanese version and only one character maybe. But
Oh god. So from what you've seen though, like you guys don't see the footage of the GTA 5 coming out there. What feature do you seen on it is impressing you the most so far?
I'm hoping for actual 3-player co-op.
Yeah.
The 3 characters. 'Cause
They officially announced they would not be doing that.
Fuck you,
Yay!
Rockstar.
Hype destroyed! Way to go, Rockstar!
fuck you, Greg.
Yeah.
Are they still making it?
I don't know. Yeah, the 3-player thing looks awesome. That and the fact that when like the end of the trailer there when they were like talking about it, it's like, oh, and our online world, and it's like a guy sitting in his apartment, and it's just
that
all
looks
kinds
sweet.
of name tags fucking everywhere.
Then a jet flies by the window. So there is like a multiplayer world, but as far as co-op is concerned,
No
they have
campaign.
announced no campaign.
But do they have? They'll have like missions though, like little missions like Grand Theft Auto 4 had.
Hopefully that part has not been mentioned, but I'm assuming so. Like, how else would you make it?
Grand Theft Auto 4, did it actually even have missions, or was it just
They had game modes.
they just had like competitive modes and stuff like that?
No, they did have some co-op
They
stuff.
had
like,
co-op stuff. They had one where
you like get that guy from the airport.
yeah, and then you got to escape to a certain point, and then there's ones where you have to. Well, they took a throwback to one of the Grand Theft Auto 3 games where the bomb the base. We had to blow up that ship.
Man, that
The
was a long time
Colombians
ago.
had. Yeah, and
All I remember is I spent half my time trying to get one buddy to drop me off onto a bus from a helicopter, and that just never worked. Well, I got on it once, but then physics was like, nah.
in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, they didn't have helicopters in number 3.
They did have a co-op mod for 3.
Yeah, we tried to get that going a few times. It never really worked.
Shitty.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
speaking
sure
of
they fixed that by now.
multiplayer mods, Just Cause 2. Looking forward
Is that
to-
now or
it's
soon?
still in beta. Or
Well, it's still
Yeah.
in beta, but they've improved on it greatly.
How many players?
8?
Something
Let's
like that.
do it.
Yeah.
For Just Cause 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. that should be fun. All right. Well,
So back to GTA 5.
yeah. So I don't know.
Underwater looks cool.
Yeah, you can go under the water now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the underwater looks better. Like, the animations even look better than the animations in Arma 3.
And Shark Attack. You ever seen the Shark Attack indie game?
No,
It's pretty good.
I gotta look that up.
What about Zombie Shark Attack?
Zombie Shark.
Equally as great graphics.
But as far as
Sharknado, the game.
open world next gen,
I want to see that. I want to see Sharknado just because Sharknado.
I caught like 10, 15 minutes of it. It was hilarious. It's like shark from the sky, and guy cleans it with a chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
I gotta fuck.
You gotta fuck.
I got. Well, yeah.
Try that sometime. Well,
I
guess-
have. I've proven I have.
Have you though?
Shut up. He doesn't look like you. Okay.
Doesn't he though?
He looks like me. Okay.
Does he?
No. Just give it a year. We'll see. Turns 5, and then we'll know.
As far as open world, though, I think I'm still leaning towards Saints 4. Well, I know they are going to be the next gen or whatever in Division. Like, I don't know, GTA 5. I'll play it and I'm going to buy it. It's going to be a guarantee, but it's not the biggest thing I'm looking forward to at the moment.
No. I'm not gonna say not by a long shot, but just there's something about Saints Row games that's just
Hilarious.
it's what
awesome.
like what
Yeah.
to me what I played I played GTA 4 for a little bit, and I was discouraged by it. Like I'm like I didn't like the driving in it. It was too
Realistic.
realistic. Yeah.
I like the driving. I like the Euphoria physics engine or whatever.
yeah.
Do we push people and stuff? And I actually I opened it up because I was like, I'm going to play through it and I'll finish off whatever DLC I had for it. And then the phone started ringing and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Every time, like fuck.
Cousin.
There's
Hey,
got to be a
cousin.
mod to shut him up.
I tried shooting him so many times, and then I just restarted, and he's alive again.
Just wait till the end of the game.
Dun dun dun.
Too soon?
But GTA 5, the campaign swap between where it's like they showed in the video you could be hopping from one character to another. But imagine that WTF moment where you're just like going on the bike ride with your son, and then you hop over and you're like, what the fuck, 5 stars?
Oh yeah, I remember. You switch to that freaking hillbilly guy getting
Yeah.
chased by fucking army.
I'd be like, all right, swapping back. Hey, son, how's it going? We're just gonna see if that.
Yeah.
is
You're on
dealt
your
with
own, man.
on-
Just do your thing.
Just what I want, a hillbilly character to play.
Dad, I need help with his homework. Back to 5-star guy. Okay. When do they start putting letters in math?
Algebra.
Anyways, but yeah, okay. Okay, they're obviously like, well, with GTA 5, like that. The one thing though that's a problem with it, I find like they're adding a whole bunch of shit to it. Like going underwater and all stuff, like the animals, everything that's out there now too. You can hunt now.
The hunting's, yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
But it's starting to really take away from what the game is supposed to be. The game is called Grand Theft Auto.
You don't know that though.
Yeah, you don't know
They're
what
adding
gonna
all
call
this
it.
stuff into it,
Yeah.
but that's just side stuff. The main story, or doesn't even have to be the story. The main appeal of it is the whole Grand Theft Auto stuff.
True.
Yeah,
It's
they've
just
already
the
got it all
trailers.
developed from
All
Red
you
Dead
know
Redemption.
is of that trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, though, the
Grand
fact
Theft Deer ass.
true. The fact that they're doing this, so like this is all like side stuff. Side stuff is cool, but the thing that I don't like about side stuff is the effort they put into that side stuff. They could put into the main stuff and make the main stuff even better.
That's just a flaw in a lot of games. Like you find Skyrim, 99% of the story elements that are the most entertaining are the side stories. The main story is just drag shit. Like
That's an adventure fantasy game, though. Grand
Well-
Theft Auto
Is an adventure modern game.
with hookers.
we're not actually sure
And
that the hookers
blackjack,
are going to be
but-
there again. There
Wait,
has
were there hookers in Grand Theft Auto 4?
oh hells yeah! You pick them up in your car and you see the car just
Yeah.
bouncing.
Well, they do that in all of them, but did they have hookers in the original one?
You shoot them and get your money back.
That's economics.
That I can literally not remember.
I don't know if there was hookers in the first Grand Theft Auto. Was there?
It'd be too hard to distinguish them.
Were they in the second one, like the 2D top downs? You mean?
Yeah. The second
I
one.
still
Jesus.
think-
I've only played the second one like 2 times.
Yeah, same. Well, that and the London expansion or
Oh
whatever,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, Bobby's after me. Fuck.
where every car is just slower.
The police just run after you on foot with clubs.
Oi, 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 oi.
This
Which makes me happy
costume.
because of the Steam sale. I finally have Retro City Rampage to go home to.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Got to give that a shot.
Holy shit. But okay. So, but needless to say, a lot of people are and should be pumped for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Jam.
It's adding a lot of new stuff.
Pump the jams.
That massive multiplayer thing looks
Pump it up.
insane if that actually works. And it should. Like,
All the beat is pumping.
it'd be pumping.
Well, I can imagine it have the whole like Diablo 3 and SimCity problems right at the start, but because of Grand Theft Auto's popularity, it'll continue on for a lot longer than it would have had problems with SimCity.
Yeah. But can you imagine just the possibilities of that, all the stuff that you could do in that with so many people?
Not as long as they do it right and give it a bit of focus. Like GTA 4 was tacked on and kind of played it some, and then just, there's not that much online.
No. The only good multiplayer stuff I've seen on that is what the guys at freaking Achievement Hunter have done with that. But then again, that takes like characters to play that and make it that entertaining, really. Because that's one thing that the Grand Theft Auto 4 got right as compared to Saints Row the Third was the physics in that. Because they're a little bit more realistic, it's funnier when shit happens because it's just like, oh shit, that could kind of happen in real life. And that's hilarious.
Oh, every time there was a person at the top of the stairs, just keep walking into them until you just watch the hilarious outcome.
Oh, yeah.
And then you throw a brick at them or something.
Yeah.
What's even funnier is the games that have excellent physics when they screw up, especially when the character models screw up.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mass Effect series has got the best ones.
No, you should watch some of the WWE 13 ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But
I've tried this the other day when I took replays. I never even messed with the highlights or replay system on that ever. No.
It's
Shitty.
something that.
It's shit.
Why
Anyways,
would you want to do that?
I don't know. You can make your own videos or something. But anyways, I watched that and I do it and I was like, oh, that was kind of a cool moment. So I watched it back and watched it back and I see the guy turn inside out in pretzel to rotate accordingly. I'm like,
that's a regular move, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never noticed that.
Remember, it's just fake on TV. They can do it.
It's real on TV. It's fake in real life.
That doesn't make.
I didn't notice I still have this thing on.
You still have Pepsi in your hand.
But,
Weird.
Speaking of physics, though, particularly to GTA 4, the fucking swing set of Doom,
Oh my god! Freaking the swing set, or
just like back into it, run your tires a bit, and then you're half a city away, flying out your windshield.
I just like just revving up that thing, just going Angry Birds.
Yeah.
And then I run into some pigs. Police.
Quite literally.
Police.
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Not that I have anything wrong with police officers. I just haven't had a great history with them, okay?
Continue.
What? No, that's it.
Go on.
It was the same on probation. That's that. Anyways, okay, we talked GTA 5. Now, and we got into it a little bit. Well, most of us have played quite a bit of Grand Theft Auto throughout the year, all the series there. If you had to pick a favorite moment, I'm not talking about just the hippie van carve.
What hippie van?
That's it.
Jesus bus.
Jesus bus.
Off the top
Sorry,
rope.
that's right, yeah.
And by top rope, I mean the overpass.
Off
In Grand Theft Auto 1.
rope. We're
And
off.
just kamikazing people below you.
Oh, that was pretty good. Like favorite moments from all the Grand Theft Auto series. Like which one would stand out? Like throughout the storyline, a moment you played or anything like that.
I got one. It's actually GTA 4 online, where
Yeah.
I've been bashing it this entire time. But I have 4 friends playing online, and 3 of us are just running through a subway, getting chased with 5 stars, and I'm just in the map trying to run at the same time and tell my buddy, I'm like, hey, we're gonna be coming out of the subway at this place. We come out, he's ready with a car, and we get the getaway, and we're out and safe. And it was so fluid and perfect that
It was like a bank robbery, just
yeah,
well
just
timed.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then it was all success from there on it. And then we just drove motorcycles straight down buildings and stuff like that.
Cool. So you did like Ghost Rider did, eh?
Pretty much.
Horrible movies, by the way.
Plural?
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one myself, but
There was a second one.
I haven't seen the second one. I like the
Jesus.
first one.
to tell you the truth, I actually liked it too. Yeah, he might not have been the 100% best actor for it. The story was kind of cool and the effects were nice.
I just found all the acting in it in general was just brutal. The storyline, it just like there was one part in the first one where he's just like when he first realizes that fucking Satan, whatever the hell's name's there, he just kind of lifts his arm up, points. I'm like, what is he doing? I know kung fu. Not you. Like, wrong actor. Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Anyways,
He-
best moment?
He can do no
You
right.
got one?
Not really as spectacular as yours, but in the first Grand Theft Auto, at least in the demo, where you start out, where you very start out, I would always hunt down the crotch rocket, go all the way down to the very bottom of the road because it's just one giant straight stretch,
Yeah.
and then there's a broken bridge up at the top.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I would go to the very bottom and I would try my hardest to weave through traffic, not just do the straight line while maintaining speed and jump that bridge. And every single time I pulled it off, it was just a wonderful feeling. And then I slam into something and explode.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen after that. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to take it back again. Another great one, Grand Theft Auto 4. The first time you head first into something when you're driving a car full speed and you go through the
Rocketing
windshield.
through.
Oh, golden. Just laughing. And then you spend the next hour doing that.
No, you got to do the thing what I do in Saints Row a lot too. Is when you get chased by a shit ton of cops, and like the aggressive cops too that are going full exploit at you, and you would hammer on the brakes, and they run into you, and then they go flying over top of you. And you just
Yeah, right
speeding
back
off.
over them.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's how else are you gonna get rid of them? But that's but again, physics. That's great stuff there. Carve.
I don't know. I was thinking, I not even just like stuff that I did. Like, I like Grand Theft Auto 4 because like there's silly shit like you crash into something. Like, I don't remember early on in the game driving an ambulance, crashing into something, going flying out the window, bouncing off something, getting up, and the cops are chasing me. So I turn around to run away, and the ambulance just slowly falls and crushes me. Like, that stuff is just hilarious. So it's hard to like remember like all just the random bullshit like that.
But you just know it's happened, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh yes.
But what I really love is whatever the hell that band is called in Vice City.
Love fist.
Love Fist.
Love fist.
That and Laszlo.
Laszlo. Oh my
Theft Auto
God,
3.
Laszlo.
You got to my
Just
favorite.
just
You
that
got
kind
to my
of stuff.
moment. You got to
is
my
my
moment.
favorite parts of those games. Is just
Oh,
characters like that built into story and like just or if you're just driving around. Like,
shit.
I extracted the audio from
So
that.
did I. That and Keja. That one song.
yeah.
The Laughing Vampires. Dance of the Laughing Vampires song. I extracted that and I put it onto a CD. And I listened to it. That you are an old fool. You are an old fool. Lie. But that was great. But no, when you saying Laszlo, you got to my favorite thing was when he was on his K chat in Grand Theft Auto 3, and he had that one martial arts vegan weird
I was
guy.
thinking you were going to say that
Yeah.
one.
Desk with my pinky.
Hiya! Laszlo. Laszlo. I broke my hand. My pinky's all bent the wrong way. Listen, Karate Kid, the desk is still in one piece. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Laszlo, I don't think I like you anymore. I'm gonna hurt you now. Oh, don't throw your tofus and bean curds at me. Oh, that was great. But another thing that you were saying too about the whole through the windshield thing, I completely forgot about this until this actually happened to me. I think it was last week because I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 4 on my computer now. I got it on the Steam sale there. The whole that and the other episodes. I was playing the Lost episode, and I think the first or second mission I played, riding out on a bike, got to a certain point at an intersection, and it was one of those I don't know, it's one of those missions where it was like a kind of a chase thing there. But every time you're in one of those missions in a Grand Theft Auto game, you're chasing somebody, you get to an intersection, there's always a programmed thing to come driving out. And when this happened though, big vehicle, and I don't think this one was programmed. It just happened to be there at the intersection when this happened. It came rolling out too, and they both ran into each other, and both guys went flying outside their windshields. And as the vehicles kind of hit and they kind of rebounded away from each other, they just both plopped down, head first, legs intertwined, sit there. I ran right through them. They both went popping off like a firework. And I was like, I wanted that on video. It was so perfect. Oh, but no, Laszlo, that has it beat. Like, he hasn't done anything as good since, because he's been in all of them since Grand Theft Auto 3. Yeah, he's been in Vice City. So. Yeah, he was in Vice City. Then he was in San Andreas. It was hard to find him in San Andreas for me. It was always a tough time trying to find him on there because San Andreas for me was one that like it got big. In that, but they added a whole new stuff in there. I just stopped paying attention to a lot of stuff like I did in Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, like all the vehicles they've added, because when you first started playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and you got into a vehicle and it says what kind of vehicle is on it, eh? Like on the bottom right. Yeah, the Diablos, the Stinger and the Karuma. The good old Manana.
Mafioso.
That little tiny little thing. And you know every single car in that game. And it's cool. It's like, oh, I got to get that one because that one's perfect for what I need to do or something like that. But then you get into Vice City, they have the same ones, but they're all 80s-ified. They all have that old, edgy kind of look to them. But you're just like, I think that's going to be this one. You get into it and you see Stinger. I'm like, holy shit, it's an 80s Stinger. Awesome. It's cool. And plus another thing about Vice City 2 is when they added bikes. Like the moment they added bikes, that was the game for me at the first. It's like, oh my God, they got crotch rockets. Awesome. But then you get to San Andreas and
they added real bikes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, this is awesome.
No, that pissed me off actually. It's like, the first vehicle I get in this goddamn game is a fucking bicycle. And I gotta outrun a gang. But it was actually pretty cool, but it was a little annoying.
You can go everywhere in those.
It took me 4 tries to beat that first mission. But no, but then like in that game though, like I stopped paying attention to what kind of cars I was getting in because they didn't become as
iconic.
Yeah. Like you just got into they were just a tool for you to use. They weren't I need to get this kind of car because I know this kind of car. I like this kind of car. You just got into it and like, oh, I remember this car from like 2 hours ago when I was playing and like, oh, that's really handy. I need this right now. But that brings me to the next question, though. What was your favorite vehicle in the Grand Theft Auto series? From any of them, what was the one you like to use or like to find or whatever?
Crotch rocket.
Crotch rocket? Just that PC, whatever, J900 or whatever the heck it was called, yeah?
I was
Jesus
terrible
bus.
at
Jesus bus, yeah. Jesus
I was
bus.
terrible at driving the crotch rocket, but it was just so fast.
There's
and so
nobody
maneuverable.
who's good at it. There's Koreans, I know, but
Yep. You knew what I was
They're
thinking.
not people.
I think it's confirmed they're robots. We know.
Kind of casual.
Okay, we got the crotch rocket. We got the Jesus bus. Fuck that thing. I don't. Oh,
The fastest vehicle in that first game.
was it that or was it the?
All the buses, all the big vehicles were the fastest.
Well, I know the big vehicles, but I think like the wasn't like the transport the fastest though.
I don't know.
It took them a long time to get up to speed. But once they're up to
Yeah.
speed, they're not stopping, and they're no.
But I love the Jesus bus for just multiplayer in that because you could drive it off and just land on people.
Land on people and vehicles.
Yeah, and when you do it, it's just
Wait, didn't people fly out the windshield in the original Grand Theft Autos too?
If you had to like really be driving fast,
Well, I
certain
know that,
cars
but
you wouldn't fly
didn't
out.
they though? Like if you're in a big vehicle and you smash into a really like a small vehicle, didn't people come flying out? Either that, or I'm remembering running over civilians really goddamn fast.
you probably do that when you go under the fast.
Yeah, it just looks like they're
I
flying
don't-
out the
yeah, I
windshields
don't
because they're getting
remember.
I
blasted
don't remember now.
into the
It's
cars.
been forever since I've played that game, but
My
Yeah.
brain is telling me yes, but it lies to me.
But
a lot.
my heart says no. Chris, favorite vehicle?
It's kind of a vehicle, but the Iron Man suit in the GTA 4 mod PC.
Okay. Okay. Now we're getting a little. Okay. Outside of hacks.
It's not hacks, it's mods.
Mods.
Completely different.
GTA 2, the tank, was it?
Number 2, like beards that. Oh yeah, if you have that thing, then yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even slow down when you're running over people
No.
or running over cars. It just keeps going.
Yeah,
And
that's.
then you turn the barrel around and fire.
You
as you're
can
going, and it just
rotate the
goes
barrel and control where you shoot. Yeah, that's really handy. I think my favorite vehicle throughout all of them was in Grand Theft Auto 3, the Patriot, the Hummer,
yeah,
Humvee.
that's fun.
That was a vehicle that no matter what mission you were in, even a race, if you had one of those, you were pretty safe because it didn't tip over like those fucking other big vehicles. Like if the Colombian cartel cruiser, it's like a Chevy Avalanche, it looks like, I think.
Yeah.
If that thing didn't tip and
It would
was
be
all the
awesome.
it would be the best. But because the Patriot does that, it's sturdy, it doesn't tip, it's fairly quick, it can knock vehicles out of the way.
when you're racing, it's just like nope.
Yeah.
Smash.
And but it's not just the Patriot from Grand Theft Auto 3. I think its name is Ray. When you finish the last mission for him and you get his bulletproof Patriot.
Oh yes.
And you get to certain missions, particularly the last mission, where you can just drive that thing up along the dam or something like that and just drive-bys and not have to worry about getting hurt or blowing up or anything. That's the vehicle that got it done for everything. Easily. Okay, now, what are some really annoying things you remember from the Grand Theft Auto?
Remote control helicopter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Come on. That was fun.
That's a really good one.
That Burt Reynolds guy telling you need to blow up the whatever the hell.
The barrels and the skyscraper.
Yeah.
I was going to say that was in Saints Row. Burt Reynolds is the fucking mayor.
I don't know. There's some
There
kind
wasn't-
of cowboy guy in Vice City, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one that gave you the mission where you had to fly the remote
Yeah.
control helicopter with bombs, drop
Yeah.
them off
Oh,
the
yeah, I
barrels
know.
in the building. And
I know. I played that just a few weeks ago. The controls in that for the helicopter were not thought out well. I'm going to say it right now for PC. They were not thought out well. But they've learned. Kind of. I don't know. San Andreas still kind of. So that's actually a good one. That's a very good one. I'll tell you mine. Grand Theft Auto 3, one of the last missions you have to do for the Yakuza was when you had to drive across the entire town, timed, and destroy those little stands the Colombians had. They were selling their spank.
Oh.
And you had to do that in a time limit. So the only way you could do it is in one of either the Cheetah or the Infernus, those two really fast cars, but two really weak cars. And if you crashed once, you're almost guaranteed screwed. I think I've only beaten that mission once, and it was by luck. But yeah, That is easily the most frustrating and annoying mission. Because of that mission, I almost did not beat Grand Theft Auto 3 just because of anger. I think necessity too. You had to beat that one.
I don't know. I've never completed any of the Grand Theft Autos.
Well, fuck, Greg.
I'm on his team.
Really?
Yep.
I'm on his team. Well, fuck Greg.
Oh,
Come on. They're all fun.
There's no really annoying things about like not talking missions. Like what about the thing about games though that like really piss you off?
Fuck was that one? Some flying mission in San Andreas that pissed me the fuck off. Can't remember what it was.
I'm trying to remember which flying one it was.
It's like one of the first times you get in a plane for a mission, though. It was.
Is that the one where you're working for the James Woods CIA guy and you have to steal a Harrier and shoot and destroy boats and shoot down other Harriers?
I don't think so.
Because I played that one. I kept getting shot down by the SAM sites all over the place.
I don't know. In my head, I remember like you having to fly through like rings and you had a time limit you had to beat or something.
Oh, God.
And it was just like, I don't know.
That might have been one of the...
I remember that pissing me the hell off the first time I played that game, but then like the second time I played it, it was not an issue at all. I was like, what the hell? Just like playing driver. I remember getting through that first parking lot thing being such a pain in the ass. The second time, the next time I loaded up and I was like, oh, this is going to take forever. And I was like, oh, no, I'm done. Okay.
That's the game I've been thinking of all this time. Driver.
Oh,
Well,
God.
some of the missions trying to keep the president safe at the last goddamn mission.
Oh, driver. That's one of
I
those
was trying
ones.
to remember where that came from. It's like it wasn't a GTA, and it wasn't Crackdown, and it wasn't like any
Oh,
of the other.
Crackdown. Jesus, there's another freaking GTA clone. Oh, Christ.
I don't know about that.
Well,
That's, yeah.
Prototype though.
Prototype.
I love that game.
That's a good game. I had Prototype too.
Eviscerate everything.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I
I
just
got bored of that game really quickly.
What, Prototype?
Yeah.
Prototype 2 I did.
You
Not
can
prototype.
turn into a running thing and just run through vehicles. Armor
know.
suit.
You can just grab someone on the way while you run up a building and just like, I don't know, absorb them in the worst horrible way possible.
Or just run up and just throw them to the
That
ground.
was always great.
See, what I like doing is just like in Prototype 2 is just finding the most densely populated place with army and civilians and freaking mutants and all that stuff like that. And I just remember running and freaking parkouring over tanks and stuff like that. And they'd be like getting destroyed and everything. I remember just like doing that and singing, "Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop." Oh, that's good times. Okay, let's see if you can pick this one. I don't know if you guys are playing it too much, but your favorite weapon out of all of them to use,
Out of Grand Theft?
out of all the Grand Theft Auto games.
Oh.
Sniper rifles were hilarious, but I think my favorite thing was pull up into an intersection in GTA 4 where it's densely waiting on traffic and just drop a grenade and just drive off.
Just all nonchalant. Just drive up.
Yeah, it's more like smash.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to roll down the window apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently windows over in Serbia don't really roll down.
Well, when it's not your car, who cares?
It's true. Well, what if it was your car though? Because you have cars in that game.
Car is
They give
also
it to
my
you.
favorite weapon. Also hilarious. Especially when you're in an ambulance and you're just killing everyone. You know the
My
are.
siren's on, people.
Fire truck with the hose.
Oh, yes,
One in like
yes.
Grand Theft Auto 2, maybe, where the fire truck actually has a flamethrower instead of a water thrower.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
there was. I was trying to remember if that was a real thing or not, and I wasn't going to say it.
Just gotta confirm, make sure I wasn't hallucinating. Okay, but
Yeah, I
I
remember
like
that mission.
the hammer. Just a hammer in Vice City.
oh yeah,
And just beating the Union people with it. That's all I remember. Every time I was in that mission, that's what I used.
oh the fucking hammer.
And just beating people to death with a hammer.
See, I gotta go back to GTA 3 again. It is once you got this weapon, you're pretty much set.
Baseball bat.
Nope. When you get
Floppy.
That's Saints. That's the penetrator. Oh, that was a priceless moment there. When you first like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, I just got something. It's like, you've unlocked this. I'm like, that looks like a gigantic dick. And then you switch to it. It is a gigantic dick. Like, okay, let's see what this thing can do. Whack. Like, oh, cool. Too bad you couldn't upgrade that though. You can only upgrade the bat. You can upgrade the bat to have nails and stuff like that in it, but you couldn't upgrade the penetrator.
Now you can put nails in it. French tickler.
Do a double-headed one or something like that, like a Darth Maul lightsaber.
Be hilarious. You can just.
I would not be surprised if that was in Saints Row 4.
You should see what they got to do. What they should have done in Saints Row the Third, or what I hope they do in Saints Row the 4, is you do drive-by meleeing. So
drive by dildoing.
Yeah, so you just have this penetrator sticking out the side, or if you had the double-ended one, like you just dicks flopping out both sides of the freaking window.
Or mod your car so it's just sticking all over it and when you run people over.
Well, you
It's
know,
like those razor blades sticking
yeah,
out
I
of the
was
tires.
gonna say, like you could do that, or you could either the razor blades or just the dildos.
All you need is one on the hood. Point it out.
with
The whole like Death Race 2000 thing.
with nitros, the back just. Oh, it'd be funny if that was one of the missions they did too. You get a vehicle like that, and one of the missions is to kill this one person, and you find that one person way at the end of this one road. He's like,
Keep on target.
yeah, he's like, ooh, a penny. He bends over and he can get it. Yeah, stay on target. Loosen up. Stay on target. Oh, that would be funny. Oh, Christ. All right, what time is it here? 8:38. Oh, I don't know. Is it time for a break now, guys? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
all right, we'll take a
After
couple minute
these
break.
messages,
We'll be right back. Thank you.
Back.
That's
Better boop.
all right. Thank you for joining us on GFYI, and hopefully you'll be back with us in about.
Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. On your rowdy base. On your rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. 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 We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. On your rowdy base. On your rowdy base.
Stay here with me till the call comes.
Of course. Not one moment for granted.
Oh god, that's sexy. Anyways, all right, so we're back, and if you're just joining us, hopefully.
Well then.
Okay, we definitely have to mark that microphone now for sure. But anyways, we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 5, anticipations, predictions, blah, 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 letdowns, if there are any. And our...
Plenty.
What?
Plenty.
And our favorite Grand Theft Auto moments over the years, over the series. Will you start playing with the box?
The slowest reveal of life. Click, click. Soon you will find out what's in the box.
After next break, we'll open that up.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Ooh, next break.
But talking...
Special 12-hour podcast coming your way.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Hey, you guys got to go to work, so I'm good.
Whatever. Bring it on.
What time is
Honky.
it? It's only... Yeah.
F that, I'm out.
Shit. You...
I don't need
Anyways.
sleep.
Okay, you guys are relatively techie.
Sure.
Compared to me, incredibly techie. If you guys were working for a video game developer of any kind, which developer would you want to work for?
Can I claim independent? Since I make that since I'm that myself anyways, kind of.
Any renowned. any good.
The ones I like went away. Silicon Knights.
Well, then why would you want to work for them then? If they can't...
The games were good.
But they can't keep their shit together, though. So you wouldn't have a
Deals
job.
were questionable.
Silicon days. No?
Anyways. Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know. I can't remember what the song is. The Silicon Nights. Something, something, Silicon Day. It's not Silicon. I don't remember what. I know it's a song.
It's not Silicon.
If I could pull it. No, it's not Silicon. If I could,
You
if I
say
could pull
Silicon.
what I was parroting, it would be hilarious, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Someone on the internet, if they ever watch these, will be laughing.
If they...
At least one
But
person.
confidence.
Even if it's me later. I will laugh.
Ah, shit. But yeah. Okay. Any current ones? How about that?
Ubisoft, if it was going to be a graphics department, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Art.
Como está?
Granada.
Okay.
That's a country.
And the Assassin's Creed art styles, the monolithic type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to be the mocap guy? Man, this Assassin's Creed 4, like the storyline, everything's really cool, but I don't know what the hell this move is. And then you go into special features, the making of Chris with a sword.
Yes.
Shit. Well, we can only hope. Then we could be featured a real Ubisoft guy in our things, or as I call them, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. Everyone pronounces it Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft is in the
Ubisoft.
game.
What?
Right? No one makes those sports games.
Do they make sports games?
Ubisoft, it's in the game.
Really?
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Greg?
Valve.
Valve.
Yeah, true.
It's good. It's a good choice.
He's going to release Half-Life 3 in 20 years.
I'd just be making sure everyone's computer is working so they can work on fucking Half-Life 3.
And be holding the whip faster.
Yeah. That would be my job.
Oh, shit.
Schnell, schnell.
Lost.
Like hardware director and whip holder. I don't know. Slave driver.
Slave driver, yeah.
Hardware work.
Dominatrix, that's all it is.
Because
The motivator.
they're enjoying it. They won't say it, but they're enjoying
We
it.
know you love it.
The reason they don't say it because their mouths are ball gagged. But
No talking while you're programming.
okay, we got Ubisoft, and then we got Valve. Carve.
I don't know. I was thinking about this, and I don't know.
He's going to say PopCap.
I'm not going to say pop. I don't know. I think I'd like...
Zynga.
Fuck no. The only thing I would like about that is, don't they have an office in Austin?
Yeah,
That
until
one.
it closed down while we were there.
Yeah, I guess.
What did you guys do when you were down there?
Worked very hard.
Christ, we were drunk.
That's when you work your best.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
I don't know. I'd want to. I kind of want to say like Mojang or something like that because their office seems fucking awesome, and it'd be sweet
That
to
is-
just kind of work on more or less like not really randomness, but just kind of randomness where it's like if you come up with some kind of good idea, they'll just be like,
They'll make a game
go
of
for it.
Yeah. If you could make this at least this good.
Yeah, that and their
Go
office
nuts.
seems badass as shit.
Double Fine is right up there with them.
Is their office badass as shit?
Yeah.
Double Fine?
Yeah.
What do they make?
They still good?
Yeah. They're
Still good. Still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
Brutal Legend, but I mean,
That was a good game.
Tim Schafer was one of the guys, and he's one of the minds behind the Monkey Island series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
People Can Fly. They still around?
I believe so.
If they are, I change my vote.
Really? From Ubisoft?
If I was going to program. Because they were the ones who did Painkiller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They only really did one good Painkiller, and they fucked it up with their latest release of it.
That's because they didn't have Chris.
Precisely.
Okay.
Logs through people pinned to walls. That's all I got to say about that.
Ah, yeah, that was good.
Really?
Fucking logs, too.
that's
It's not like, you know,
that's your
bolts.
second weapon you get. It's
Throwing logs through people into
it's
walls?
like chunks of log, like this big, and it's in a crossbow.
Nothing but
And it
caber
just-
tosses that game.
What was the secondary?
The
fucking-
Scots used to fight back in the day.
That was an explosion. wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Then there was like the
Generic
just
cola.
the spinner blade thing with the sunbeam in there.
That
And
was
then
actually called the Painkiller.
the electro shuriken launcher,
Yep.
also badass.
Electro Shuriken.
You say shuriken or shuriken?
Shuriken. I say it like that.
There's no U
Whatever.
after the R.
Not cultured in Japanese.
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 I'm not cultured in Japanese. Okay. Anyways, if I was gonna pick one, I'd just pick EA.
You bastard, let's kill him.
It's in the game.
You want to know
I'm just
why?
kidding.
Because I enjoy job security.
Do you?
Do
Yeah.
you really have that?
EA aren't they buying other people?
Yeah, and
Well,
then
they are,
kinda
but they're
cut their
cutting.
own.
What's that?
And then they kind of cut their own by large amounts.
Yeah, they buy another company. Not only do they knock that company out, they also just cut their workforce. Like they are.
Okay, the EA, but the sports division.
Which buys nobody.
There you go.
Yeah,
Because they don't need to.
yeah, I guess
Actually, they just lost the
Until they buy 2K.
They lost the amazing race.
what did they lost baseball? No, not baseball.
Not baseball.
They already lost baseball. 2K got that one. Shit, what did they get? Not football. They're not going to run football. I can't remember what they got. They lost.
Lawn tractor racing.
Oh my god, how did they not have that? Just EA offhand sports. That would be awesome.
EA offhand sport.
Midget tossing,
It's
lawn
somewhat
tractor
within
racing.
our
It's
realm of
someone's game.
something.
What's that thing they do in England where they chase that brick of cheese down a hill?
The Benny Hill race.
Might as well
Sure.
be. Yeah. Might as well be.
That's
We're gonna have to add that in, footage of that in there when we read this. But no, I was gonna pick. I would go EA Sports because it combines two of my favorite things: sports and video games.
sports and EA.
Yeah. Plus, I like that.
a really close second for me would be Epic Games.
That's actually
Yeah, I'd love to be on their programming team. Just the tech there.
Oh, the tech is wonderful.
Westwood. What? What? I'm gonna
When were
make.
they shut down?
I'm gonna make Red Alert 2. I already made it. I'm making Red Alert 3. I already made it.
Make Red Alert 12.
Red Alert 1, but
They
now
said it could
Red
be
Alert
done.
1 now featuring Canada. Hey, you Soviet bastards. Calm down.
How can you say no to that?
Calm down. Hey. Oh. All right, we don't care.
You goddamn hosers.
You goddamn you hosers.
Hey, cousin.
Your cousin. Look, Soviets. What are we gonna do about this? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get fucking high. That's no disrespect for the native people.
Racist.
Now, this is where you gotta add in the big arrow pointing. He is native.
Yeah, and he is racist.
Then cracker.
Him giant racist. He big native.
Pain ensue later. Anyways, okay. So we got developers down. Let's see. Odd that when we open that later. Okay. Earliest games you remember playing. What are they?
Don't remember what it's
Final
called.
Final Fantasy VII.
No, I don't remember what it's called. I was playing it in Moosonee. Was some like on
That is a real place if you're
DOS,
not from Canada.
some kind of version. Was I don't remember what it was. It was some adventure game, but it was like all Mother Goose fairy tale related.
Really?
I have no idea what it was called, but that is the very first game I remember playing.
I'm trying to remember if there's I've played anything like that. Because I didn't even think about DOS games when I came up with this. I was thinking all NES games, but fuck DOS, shit. Wow. So Carver's
It could have not been DOS, I don't know, but it was
Carver's first game was Mother Goose and Moosonee. Okay.
something right across the lake from Moose Jaw
Really?
and close by Moose Factory. That's where they actually built the moose.
Okay.
Little known fact: Canadian moose was manufactured.
In Canada. Well,
All up north by Hudson Bay.
they're outsourcing it now. But, all right, Chris.
I'm gonna have to thinking back. I think it's actually Frogger on one of the Ataris.
Frogger. Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
How old are you?
31.
He's 48.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. My games go pre-DOS.
I was gonna say that's right. Hey, you're in the 30s, so you got some experience on us.
I actually had also this little mini arcade Frogger at one point in time that ran on like 8D batteries.
One of my cousins had the Donkey Kong version of that. It just had like a little joystick and 2 buttons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. That's all it was. But well stickered. Awesome. Fantastic. Waste a ton of time on that.
How much did that cost
And a
back
ton
then?
of batteries.
Yeah, because I remember.
It was probably like $400 back then. Shit. While someone's on their nice
Well,
portable
at least
phone.
by inflation anyway, it'd be $400.
Yeah.
No, probably by the
Especially
time
if
it
you
was
factor in the
Like,
batteries.
I don't know. Like you think back then, like some of those consoles were like the Atari was like $300.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The 3DO was $750, and I loved that thing.
3DO. And he loved it. Wow. You are old.
Yeah, that was like teenager years. Jesus.
Fuck 3DO. I don't think I know anybody who had one of those, and now I do. Now I'm sad to say I do.
You're old, man. You're old.
Fucking old, man. Shit. Okay, so we got Mother Goose and Frogger. Greg?
I don't even remember what the. I think
Hugo's House of Horrors.
Holy shit.
No. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
A day in the life
it was. On the disc, the 5 1/4 inch floppy disk for the Commodore 64.
Slower.
It was.
Oh,
It had Tomb Raider written on it. Like this was long before Lara Croft was ever a thing.
Prince of Persia.
No,
No.
like when you first pop in the disk and type in load, comma 8, comma 1, shift, whatever.
How old are you?
27. It showed a picture of a pyramid and this little pixelated guy running into it, and then it just started like a 4-door room maze where there's like bottomless pits. You can pick up silver and gold knives. You can pick up silver and gold keys. There's like little treasure things in there, and then there's so many traps. And I got scared shitless from the bottomless pits. Like I would actually avoid going indoors and just stop playing after a certain point because I know I'd eventually fall into one. Because the sound it made when you're falling scared the daylights out of me. I just like shut off the TV and bolted out the room.
What was the guy screaming or just like that?
It wasn't that. It was like think Commodore 64 sounds. They
I
had
didn't
such
have a Commodore 64. I had a Nintendo 64.
It had about the same sound capability as the first Atari.
So amazing. It was just.
No, it was.
That's what I'm picturing. It is. That's the only thing I got. Like Atari. Like,
It.
it's like
It was like ear piercing, but there was no. Don't do that.
You beat me to it. And I knew it wasn't going to go high. My voice was going to crack so hard.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Did you even watch Dumb and Dumber? That's not what he did.
No. I watched Rooster Teeth, though.
So what's next? Well, what's yours?
Earliest game I remember playing actually was an old.
Hide the teacup?
Nope.
Old game on this thing called the Xbox 360.
Hey, it's old now, okay? But no, old game on DOS or DOS shell, depends, whatever was working at the time. I love DOS shell. Shut up. But
I'm not shaking my head at that. It's
Yeah, the German operating system. DOS shell.
DOS shell. But one of the first games I can remember playing is Win, Lose, or Draw on the old PC. And I don't know what the hell, who programmed that game or drew some of those things, but it didn't make any sense, some of the shit you see in that. Plus, it didn't help that it had a lot of like old-fashioned terms in it, too, that you never really picked up on as a 4-year-old. But yeah, that that's one of those ones that I remember at least playing. That one and Nibbles,
And Gorillas.
Gorillas, yeah.
That's where I learned programming, was just like, okay, how's this work? And then you just start ripping it apart line by line and modifying things. And you got explosions from Gorillas that go from like this to like half the screen. And
You got programming from Gorillas? It was just velocity and angle. How the hell did you get programming?
well, because you draw buildings, you draw the Gorillas. There was animated. There was the graph. There was the sun where you hit it with a banana and it got sunglasses.
No, they would go.
And then Nibbles. Messing with Nibbles, suddenly I had like 4 of them. And yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
they all infinitely grew.
I couldn't friggin' beat that damn thing with one. Jesus. Oh, man.
But old classics. One of my top favorites, Lemmings. The first.
Oh.
Those are good games.
Fuck that game.
It was. They had this thing at school. I don't know what it is now, but the box itself was the digital box, and it took CDs that were like, I don't know, 10 inches around.
Those are called records.
I was going to say, took vinyl? Shit.
Laserdisc?
It was just some big ass old. That's what it was called. It was just the first Laserdisc or whatever. Yeah.
Math Rescue and Word Rescue. Those are some really old games I remember playing at my buddy Adam's. Fuck, those games were annoying.
Oh, but the best also was my buddy had an old Tandy, and it was just like black and yellow graphics, strip poker, and it was like
had a what?
it's called a Tandy. Look it up.
I know it. Oh my god, a Tandy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine playing strip poker on a Tandy with like black and yellow graphics, and it just went full all the way. Like,
strip poker on a Tandy. Shit. I can't even picture that. That's sad.
Fighting so hard to sing black and orange, black and orange, black and orange.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. Well, you mentioned how like when you're playing that like Pitfall / Tomb Raider game, Tomb Raider with Pitfall effects, and then you were afraid of that thing you're playing it, and you're just like you were afraid. You didn't want that part to happen because you didn't want to experience it, so you just like turn it off. You were scared.
Yep.
Have any of us else like experienced that playing a game? Because I know I have.
Well, most of the times that I experienced that was when the game screwed up or like the computer froze mid sound and just continued that sound at a horrible.
That monolithic just
And it didn't help that I played in a basement with really shitty lighting.
Those are the best places to play games.
It was cold. It felt damp, even though it wasn't. And like you're just playing normally, and all of a sudden, man, you're like, fuck.
Oh shit! All right, what are the scariest games you've ever played?
The first time I ever went through Clive Barker's Undying,
Ugh.
not to be confused with Clive Barker's Jericho, which is completely different and crap.
It wasn't that a show on NBC?
No. Well, Jericho was, but not Clive Barker's Jericho.
Break down the walls. Good wrestler. Anyways, so Clive Barker's Undying. Did you have that one on your computer back then?
I did, yes. But I got it off him.
Yeah. Because I think I remember.
I mean, I bought it legally through proper channels and such things.
Anyways, I remember watching you playing that. I remember it was, I think it was you. It was either you or you playing it, and I was watching, but there was like 3 other people watching. So I don't know if Cam and your brother and some of his friends were there watching, and we were just like,
Hear the howl off in the distance of the mansion. You're just like, it's coming for me.
Is that the one where it starts off in like World War I or something like that, or is it?
Yeah. It's
there
kind of like
something
a silhouette.
Yeah, like it's like a little cutscene or something at the beginning. Like it starts off World War One-ish kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, while the main character is doing his monologue.
Yeah.
Introducing what's going on.
Yeah, that's the game you guys are playing there, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, you're in some kind of mansion or castle or something like that, and scary shit is going down. Oh, fuck. I know exactly what I think Carver knows exactly what I'm going to talk about too if it becomes scary shit.
Yeah, I actually played that game before I played System Shock 2, and
What's that?
after finishing System Shock 2,
Yeah, what is that?
it's really.
It's a PC game shooter.
It's
Is it like an offshoot of BioShock or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Go.
I'm gonna rip your jugular out.
Cool.
Slowly get new ones out of him every episode.
But
we'll be playing that soon enough. Don't worry.
yeah, the whole game. Well,
BioShock.
it's not.
What?
For fuck's sake. System Shock 2 isn't scary as normal like jump scares like you would find in most games.
Monkeys in it.
Yeah, there are psionic monkeys.
And 10-second lag. That's pretty scary.
That is when you're trying to hit something.
Yeah, like a
But
monkey.
anyway,
Just won't die.
the whole game itself, the more you learn about it, it gives you an unsettling feeling, which no other game has given me before. It's just creepy as all hell in every way.
Correct.
And you want us to play a
Yep.
4-player thing of that
That'd be fun.
in one sitting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to be drinking that night.
Aren't you, though?
Yep. A lot. So System Shock 2. And so, okay, Clive Barker's Undying. Scary game. I haven't played it, just watched it. Oh. See, it's one of those things like, if you're, see if you're like watching like a real horror, like thriller kind of thing, and you're not in control when you're watching the movie, you're just like, oh, don't go in there. Please don't go in there. Please don't go there. And it's just like, scary moments. But when you're actually...
So you're that person in the theater.
No. I don't go to those ones unless I'm there with a date, in which case I want some. Anyways,
And you don't
So
get any because
you're
you're
the
screaming in the.
hopefully they comfort me, okay? It works both ways. Guys can be sensitive too, and pricks. Anyways. But, yeah, but like when you're actually playing that thing and you're in control of it and you know something's going to happen, you don't know when, you don't know how, you don't know what, it's extra scary.
Oh, I had the worst too. Resident Evil 2 played through. I had no memory card, so I just had to do it in a straight shot. And that's a bad time to like one sitting that game.
No
Especially-
mulligans, no nothing.
Yeah,
It just-
someone's like tries to get my attention during one key moment. And so I missed what someone said where I had to push a vehicle out of the way. I spent probably 2.5 hours re-wandering the entire game. The entire time building up the anxiety that something's going to happen. But nothing ever did, and it got worse and worse until finally I figured out, and it was like just cursing at this truck, but I'm already just tweaked. Like this is like 2 a.m. and I'm tweaked. And you end up in the underground complex where suddenly it's like the zombies are now clothesless flesh zombies, and you shoot them, they break in half, and they crawl at you. And memory card or not, I turned it off. I was done.
I thought you were going to say like...
Just done.
I thought you were going to say like it's like just by chance I somehow get to the car I was supposed to push out of the way, and when I started pushing it, it freaked the shit out of me.
No. But second time I got back there, I fought the last boss with a knife. Just a knife. Killed his ass with a knife. Because I ran out of all ammo.
Oh, Resident Evil 2.
That one had some good jumps. Like the dogs or the birds or whatever the hell. But the two-way mirror, the liquor coming through the two-way mirror.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I played that for freaking Nintendo 64.
PS1. Yeah.
I remember that was a while ago, but my mom was going to work there. I was feeling sick that week, and my mom asked, "It's like, do you want me to go, rent you a game or something like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She actually had a pretty good track record of grabbing pretty good games at Blockbuster there. So I'm like, okay, she brings that back. She brings back Resident Evil 2. I'm like, oh, goody. Like, I don't have any experience with Resident Evil games. I never had any interest in them. I started playing it. I'm like, just progressively getting worse and worse. I had to be playing it at night too, like stupid me. Just feeling sick as I am, just playing this. And I'm like, oh, good, we're separated right off the bat. That's good. I like that, playing alone. And all shit starts happening, and it was a week-long rental. I played it for about an hour, and that was it. I didn't want to say anything. I had my mom like, could you just bring it back like the next day or something like that? I didn't want to say that. I kept it the whole week. Only played it that one time and just got rid of it. But yeah.
Worst game to watch someone play though, Fatal Frame. That is just terrifying.
I've seen the two best friends play some of that stuff.
And Condemned. That scared me.
Never played
I can't remember which one, but you come down in this lobby, it's all dark, it's blinking lights, and it's like, oh, those mannequins are kind of creepy. Yeah. And I'm just like, Jesus. I was like, you go a little further and it just kind of blinks light, and it's like something's not quite right. And you hear something behind you, and you turn around, and all the mannequins are just lined up in an arc behind you now, suddenly, like right in your face. Just throw the controller.
Fuck.
Fuck you and fuck this game.
That's like the game is called SCP Containment Breach. Standard
I've heard.
Containment Protocol.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
And there's actually a whole storyboard where people can write their own lore for SCP, and the number one is the one that they have for this beta game. And the first character you see, you're part of a 3-man team to go in to this cell. I don't know what you're doing there, to clean it or something, but you have to tell the next person that you're with that you're going to blink to make sure that that thing doesn't move. Because as soon as everyone blinks,
I do know exactly what you're talking about.
you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
And the lights go out.
Yeah.
And everything just goes to hell from there. And this is a game you have to control your blinking.
Could you imagine friggin' proposing that to your friggin' supervisor, something like that? Okay, got this game where there's this thing that these guys are keeping contained and like that, and you have to control your blinking. Stay with me, okay? Because if you blink, you die. Supervisor, like, in real life, or like, is there a button on there that you blink with?
Now we got a remake with Kinect where if you literally blink,
Oh my god, that would make the Kinect
I
worthwhile.
don't want to move the computer because it might disconnect the camera, but this is what it looks like. This is just like a paper mache recreation sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen the thing. I've seen
I'm actually
gameplay
gonna have
footage
to-
of that.
I have never seen it. I'm gonna have to check this out now.
Don't.
All you could
I like going to the dark recesses of.
Chris comes back next week in a freaking straitjacket. Don't blink. Don't blink. Don't blink.
Eternal Darkness had some dark moments too, until they got really crazy though with some things.
I
But
never
it's
played
just,
that one. I think
No?
I've seen it.
oh, it's great. You have a sanity meter, and the more it degrades, the worst things happen.
Jesus.
It's like you go into a room and suddenly it's a room you've been into before, but the game's flopped it upside down, and all of a sudden there's like 1,000 little mini zombies come and tear your limbs off and things like that. But
God.
and then you just like you snap back and the room's back to normal again and stuff like that. But it's all just little psychological things. They don't change the gameplay. Or my other favorite is you walk into a room and all of a sudden just like boom, your arm falls off, and you're like, what the fuck? And your other arm falls off, and one leg falls off, and then your head falls off, and you're dead, and then you're suddenly walking back in through the room again. But then, somehow they got out of control. Like, it was the coolest concept I've seen. But then it's like, it starts spitting up things like, your controller's not plugged in, and it is.
Oh, I got hardware kind of.
And then it's like the blue screen, and then it resets, and just I was like, or it goes back to the title screen. You're like, what the fuck?
That's not freaking freaky. That's just
No, I
piss
know.
you off.
And
Kind
then
of
it's
like,
just
what
kind
the
of like,
fuck?
Yeah.
See, if they wanted to do something like that, they should have just like hired someone to keep track of where the games go, and then while you're playing, someone like sneaks into your place and spooks you from behind or
The
something.
sequel's
like
on a
that.
Kickstart. Oh no, actually, it's off a Kickstart because it has a publisher now. So I'm hoping.
Oh really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully they keep it on track and don't do that stupid shit.
yeah.
Friggin' stupid friggin'.
Friggin' stupid. Friggin'.
Me and my buddy are supposed to just replay Eternal Darkness though, but it had some creepy moments.
Well, like the thing you
Some
were saying
jump
there,
scares.
like, ugh. But
The only part that I remember from that, and it might even be a different game, all I remember is crawling through a like a basement crawl space where there's fences in there, and you got to go back and forth, and you turn around and there's this jump scare of a ghost character just flying right at your face.
I can't remember,
Ew.
but I believe it because there's a lot of those. You check a tub and suddenly it's like a scene of like a dead woman in there and a ghost dead woman, and then it's gone again. And actually, my buddy Shane just under the couch almost on that one.
fuck. Do you have this?
My buddy does, yes.
I was gonna say.
Oh wait, oh no, I don't anymore. I got my cube, but
I was gonna say we should do a live podcast playing of this game where like someone plays and we all observe.
oh, he'd be game, I think.
I think we gotta plan that. That would be definitely
Okay.
good. Because yeah, we gotta definitely do the little GFY Fright Night or something. Like
I want to
that.
see you play Condemned.
Or at least that part.
I don't want to play.
That and the bear in the cabin. That was one of the most intense parts of a game I've ever seen. You're sliding in between walls, and there's a grizzly in the cabin.
I'm confusing Condemned for Manhunt. I was like, why are there bears and cabins and mannequins? I'm like, isn't it just a game where you're just a bunch of criminals killing each other? Shit. Never played that one either. Is that one banned in Canada?
Manhunt?
Yeah.
No.
Was it banned
No.
just in UK?
I think it was just banned in Germany and Australia.
Yeah.
Aussie,
Everything's
Aussie, Aussie.
banned. Everything's banned in Australia.
Oi,
Fuck.
oi, oi.
Yep.
Yep.
But Carver, scary moments in games.
I don't know. I'm a pussy when it comes to that stuff.
You
I
yelled in Slender Man.
yelled in Slender Man.
Everybody yelled in Slender Man. No one
I-
just goes through. It's like, scary man. This pops up, doesn't move. Oh well.
I
It
hate
doesn't happen.
like jump scares and stuff. That pisses me off the most. Especially because it's because I know it's coming and it's building up to the same kind of thing where it's like a good like
Yep.
atmospheric game will get me to.
Yep.
Where it's like I'd prefer that so much more because it's like I know it's just gonna keep going throughout the game as opposed to a jump scare. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm not going to do anything, and then as the game progresses, and you'll be like, okay, well, now I'm starting to get tense, but just because I'm waiting for another jump scare.
Yeah, jump scares are just cheap.
Yeah, it's like I hate movies like that. I hate everything about that because it's like I see it coming, and it's just like, when are you going to come? It's like they're looking in the mirror. And it's like it's not going to be when they look in the mirror. They're going to like look in the mirror, and then something else is going to happen because if they just look in the mirror and it's there, it's like, well, they did that in
It's
the
like-
80s, so that's not going to happen.
It's like the step ahead jump scare where it's like, okay, the stereotypical jump scare from like the old days would be this point here, but you know they're not going to do that. It's going to be like, oh, okay, then this music stops or the background
Yeah.
sound stops, and
Oh,
then you turn
fear.
around.
Fear
That-
had a lot of jump scares
Okay.
in it, but it was
Yeah.
like very tense throughout.
Yeah, Fear was.
Fear.
I like Fear. Fear was good.
You go up the ladder.
Yeah,
Carver and I were playing the demo. Carver's playing. I'm watching. We're sitting there. We're in it, and then that fucking little creepy ass girl starts making appearances here and there. And then there was one good spot she got us, and we're just like, and we both agreed, like, okay, next time she pops up, that's it. We're just done. That's it. We're good. We get to the ladder. I'm like, okay, wait, look down the ladder first and see what's
the
down
ladder,
there.
turn around.
So we
All
can
right,
be
we're good.
prepared. And then turn around, nothing there. Okay. And they have the realistic climbing down effects in that, which is really cool for a game. So we go down, turn around, grab the steps, grab the rungs, couple down, look up. There she is at the top of the ladder. We will scream, escape, monitor off. Nope. That's good for me.
It wasn't a scary part, and it was in Fear too, because Fear games just progressively got worse and worse.
Oh, yeah.
But there was one battle. It was a fairly long battle, just on like a tram system. That had to have been one of the most intense fighting experiences I've had in the game. I can't pinpoint exactly what made it so intense, other than you're flying down these gigantic tramways at like 100 miles an hour, and something fucks up, and all of a sudden the tram, like the run previously, is collapsing over top of the one in front of it, and you've got to run while fighting all these guys, and then all of a sudden the one in front of you collapses on top of it.
Oh, shit.
But just the way it was scripted perfectly.
Yeah. They wrote it well, but they programmed it well and everything like that. Yeah. The earliest one I can remember, though, of this absolute terror was Friday the 13th for NES. And oh my God, the music in that was scary as hell. The way they programmed it, the way you move around the camp in that is really weird. But the thing is that's really scary too is that, like, the whole purpose of that game is to get to each cabin and save the counselors before Jason gets them. That's the thing. So it's all left to right, and you got to navigate your way around this entire camp, which is a pretty goddamn big thing to do. And all this time, there's these weird zombies coming out of the ground. There's nothing to do with Friday the 13th, but they had to add shit in there. And it's scary enough. You progressively get bigger weapons and everything like that. But then as the game goes on, all of a sudden, day turns into night. Like, oh, okay, well, it does that. That's good. Add that on top of the zombies and scary music for a 5-year-old to play. That's fine. At night, at nighttime during a storm. So I'm playing this, and all of a sudden I hear a message, like something's like warning me, like bleep, bleep, bleep. I'm like, okay, whatever. I press the map thing like that. Jason's at at one of the cabins attacking one of the counselors. I'm like, oh, it's like you need to get there. No, I don't. That's probably the fat. That's the fat counselor. He can die.
Nope.
So I go to the other ones there, work my area around. And then as I get up to this one cabin, I'm like, okay, I've saved a few counselors at this point. Get to this cabin. I look in the map. Like, okay, Jason's way on the other end there. He's over near the woods there, fucking around with that other chick. Whatever. She's dead. If I save the majority of them, I win. I'm good. But the moment I enter the cabin, and then you're looking around, you go room to room kind of thing. You go left to right and just forward and all that shit until you find the counselor. And then all of a sudden I look in the map. Jason's not on the, he's not in that cabin anymore. I'm like, well, he's on the other side of the damn thing. And it actually worked that way too, where he would actually have to travel and everything like that. So you knew, okay, well, it's going to take him a while to get down here on the other side. And then I'm like, okay, well, I've searched this whole kind of thing. He's got to be in this room here. And I go there, and all of a sudden, do-do-do-do. And it's like a boss battle where he's there, and he's throwing shit at me. It's a campy little thing, but just the fact that when that happens, and he's there, the first time you see Jason, it freaks the shit out of you. So that happened. He killed me because I dropped the controller and ran and pissed myself. And then I finally, about like 3-4 years later, I grew the balls to play the game again. And then
Literally.
Yeah. And then it was at that point, that I realized that he doesn't just pop up in cabins. He pops up whenever after a certain point. So I'm just walking by, zombie dead. I'm like, okay, I've come out to a cabin. Jason was over there, so he's not there anymore, but whatever. I'll be fine as long as I'm not in the cabin. All of a sudden, just he's there. Drop the controller, go piss myself. Oh, it was just one of the freakiest things. It got jump scares right first, I think, that game for original NES. And even to this point, I would still be pretty.
Next week, we have Joe playing it for the third time.
With hardware nowadays, I'd like to see a
With the
Nightmare on
Oculus
Elm
Rift.
Street.
Oh my god!
Could you imagine
Jesus,
how twisted that would be?
Fuck. You get that with the freaking guys from Condemned, freaking putting up that. Freddy will fuck with you good there. Oh shit. 9:35. I'll talk one more thing here, then we'll go to break. Okay. Speaking of I was listening on the radio the other day on a local rock station that plays. What?
Anyway,
Just think it in my head. Number 5.
Anyways, but yeah, and they don't usually play the greatest music, but or even the most modern music. And I was surprised to hear they played Cage the Elephant on there. Great band. And of course, when you hear that one Cage the Elephant song, No Rest for the Wicked, the first thing that pops in your head to any gamer of any kinds, or you think Borderlands, because that was a great song for a great game, and it suited that game because it was a funky kind of satirical song, and it just fit that game so well.
I can't remember the band who sang it, but if we're getting on the topic, Dark Souls, the trailer for that, awesome, and Gears of War.
Oh, Gary Jules.
Gary Jules, flawless
Yeah.
advertisement.
That right
Perfect
there.
binding of songs to trailers.
If they didn't have that trailer, do you think that game would have sold as well?
That was Gears of War 2, was it not?
No,
think
no, that was the first Gears. All around the world, a million faces.
just the way things go to ashes. But anyone who does possibly listen to this, check out the Dark Souls trailer, because just the binding of the lyrics to what's going on in that
I've
one
seen
is
that one.
awesome.
I don't think I've seen that.
On break, we'll bring it up.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that. But anyways, theme songs for games or in games or just music in games.
Or about games, like the trailer
or
for
trailers,
Saints
yeah.
Row the Third.
Oh yeah, there you go. The trailer for it. Freaking Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye West Power.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Kanye.
Portal
Matt-
credits.
Yep.
Yeah.
If like any point of the game that just really it's perfectly, it fits the game or something like that. Is any that really stand out to you? Like which game, which song, which music would really stand out to you?
I'm a huge fan of Alexander Brandon's music in games.
And he does like example.
The Unreal franchise, like Unreal Tournament. They did remixes of his songs in 2004, as well as Jazz Jackrabbit. He did the theme song for DSX,
Oh yeah, cool.
as well as a couple songs throughout there. But yeah,
What about any old school games? Do you remember any certain music from those old ones?
Do, 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 do,
There you go. Yeah.
Icy Towers.
Happy Land Adventures from the same
Yes.
guy who did Icy
Holy
Tower.
shit. Happy
That's not
Land
even
Adventure.
really old. Well, it's old, but not.
It's
I
like
guess it's pretty old.
It's a decade, isn't it? Almost.
over.
Over,
That's
yeah.
like 12 years that I first found it.
Yeah. that's-
Jesus. What about shit?
What about shit?
Just had it in my head. Oh, Big Red Racing.
I don't remember the music.
Rock
from
and
that.
roll racing.
I can't remember that music.
Oh, it was just all standard rock for that time, like 80s rock.
Trying to remember.
Born to be Wild.
Oh yeah. Sure. Some of the best soundtrack I think I've ever heard in a game has to be that fit the game pretty good was Top Gear Overdrive for N64, and they had what the hell is the band in that called? They only had one band that had like 5 or 6 songs throughout the whole game, and they were great rock songs, heavy. But and they were really catchy too. And the thing is too, like when you've played that game enough and you've raced those tracks enough, there wasn't that many tracks in the game. It was an N64 game, but it's a great game. But you remember how well you're doing in that race from where you are on the track to that point of the song, and you're like, "Okay, I'm either kicking ass or I'm doing horribly right now." And you hear this, okay, it's the chorus. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm right on par. Okay, I should be doing good." But oh man, I can't remember what the hell. I don't
Pretty
have
much worst ever, though, is any EA racing game where they just license whatever.
Yeah, there was only like 2 or 3 songs that I'd ever listened to on
Yeah.
like Need for Speed Underground or something like that.
Burnout and
Grindstone.
Actually, Burnout was
That's what they were called.
Criterion, But
The band's called Grindstone.
Oh, Quake 2 soundtrack was made entirely instrumental by Sonic Mayhem. And they mostly do like game soundtracks and things like that.
Sonic Mayhem, yeah.
pretty iconic and just flawless, though. That Halo soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah. The Battlefield soundtrack, or not soundtrack, theme song.
all right. So what do
You got to do that through your teeth.
That was a
Yep, that's the new one.
Hell's
that
March.
was so great. Do
Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem.
Beyond Good and Evil had a
That was
fantastic
pretty
soundtrack.
good. Yeah.
Another one I haven't played. I really should have.
Yeah, it only
really
takes about
should.
6 hours to beat and like complete most of it too.
Yeah, that was one of those games that they just like they can't believe they never really
It
made more of or
They're
did anything with
working
it.
at it.
Yeah, they've got like a 6-man team working on it right now. They're going to re-announce it again sometime this
Isn't it
year.
like a 15-year-old game?
It was out for original Xbox, GameCube,
GameCube,
and
yep.
PS2.
Because that's
so,
what I had it on was
Yeah.
GameCube.
Yeah,
Jeez. Well, then again, so was Duke Nukem Forever. Good job, everybody involved in that one. Duke Nukem Forever.
you try and make a perfect game and you end up with a pile of shit.
See, the thing is, like, how can you fuck up Duke Nukem? It's campy beyond campy, but not to the point of being like,
It's almost like they didn't fuck it up. They just released what everybody wanted it to be.
Just like Grand Theft Auto 5 when they listen to all the things that everyone wants.
Oh, like
DK mode. We want a DK mode in Grand Theft Auto 5.
after they first released the trailer, Reddit blew up with, "I would love to see this," and
Oh,
Just
I
at those five and
bet.
Loaded.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
just they know what they're gonna put in it.
Yeah.
Stop. The game's made already.
I was gonna say,
Shut up.
They're,
Nobody cares.
they're literally 95% done the game. They're not gonna add that other 5% to that stupid shit you want.
There had to have been like 300 or 400 posts about that stupid fucking shed on top of the hill or the mountain.
Oh shit. And of course, I think one of the classic ones too, though. that really just sticks out in my head was Mario Brothers 3. The first level, first world, just dun 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 dun.
Dr. Mario.
Oh, fuck that game. Fuck that game.
What about Snapshot from Amped? Yeah.
Which one?
I imagine you're the only one that remembers that.
Snapshot.
Because like I would just slowly go down the hill, switching songs to like, Dana, take a picture. I don't want to. No. Followed by like million score. All right, I win again.
Fuck.
I remember, I remember playing that game with you. I don't remember if it was you or me doing this, but we got the game to glitch. We went off, or one of us went off a jump and got the board stuck in the chairlift, and it just kept on rocking back and forth, but it counted as a full spin. And so the score just kept on going up and up and up and up until it was like 11 million points.
Did he land it?
No.
I didn't think so.
But still, like 11 million points
Jesus.
in one trick.
And that wasn't with the cheats or anything like that that made you spin uber fast or just launch, eh?
No, it just glitched out. Got stuck up in there.
Yeah, that's less than Carver needs more freaking points in that goddamn game. Shit. Ever just freaking, it gets to Carver's, like it was me playing, I'm like, okay, I'll switch to his AC/DC soundtrack on here. I like that. Oh, that's pretty good. And I'm playing like shit, whatever. And then it gets to Carver guy just stops. Just holds on top of the hill. So
White button.
like, no. Take a picture. Last night.
Crescent moon.
Like, no.
You tell me, take a picture. You say it lasts long, but I don't think so. So tell me.
God, I'm gonna have to put that in for real.
Jesus Christ. That's going to be the credit song for this podcast. Fuck. Just the moment you hear that song, you think, okay, it's game over.
Okay, we got it. Unless you have more to say, we got to take a break, and then we're gonna break out the Oculus Rift.
No, that's good. The what?
Peggy 16.
Oh my God, please help me knee deep in the river trying to get clean. He says wash your hands, get out the stains, but you best believe, boy, there's hell to pay. Yeah, you best believe, boy, there's hell to pay. Saying, oh my God, please help me waist deep in the river, can you hear my plea? He says, son, you come like a beggar in the street, you might make it, boy, but by the skin of your teeth. You might make it, boy, but by the skin of your teeth. Says, ain't the bread that once was sown, but from a cliff never broke a bone. I gotta get the kings on the throne, and I'm all alone, and the fire grows, and I'm all alone, and the fire grows.
Okay, we're back for our final segments. Final segments, whatever.
You go first.
All right.
I've already done this a million times.
This is a test run to see if we can actually get this going here, so we're not 100% sure this will work or not.
Found
But
the Oculus Rift.
yeah, and that thing that Chris is now flopping over his face.
Is so much better than that monitor that Joe strapped to his head.
For this already. That's crazy.
This is the future of safe sex right here, people. This is the new dental dam.
Isn't this Demolition Man?
I think it is.
Step one. Put your head in a box.
Yeah, you can get it on with Sylvester Stallone in that thing.
Come on! This one did nothing in life.
Where is he?
You're just what's coming to you. Come on! Burden on society.
What?
No, I was gonna see. Can the camera see Chris? Is he just Ray Charles and Stevie Wondering up back there? Georgia.
Georgia.
This will be something.
Like there's different eye cups for different vision types.
Well, I am severely blind, so
In what way? Near or far sighted?
I was able to focus your side.
I can't see anything beyond here.
And for him, we've pulled up
I don't see anything. I see white.
No, that's the same thing.
I'm seeing,
Friday the 13th NES.
I'm seeing things.
Just make sure you look down first.
Always taking, never giving.
Your mom's out there.
This one did
You should see the birds above you.
Oh God!
It's a don't look up simulator.
Birds above you, son of a bitch. Ow. Yeah, go try that out, man.
Can you do it from there?
Man, even though I was
Instead of wandering all the way around.
even though I was fairly,
I'm terribly nearsighted.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's not that bad. You could tell what's kind of happening around you. It's just,
I see nothing but white in the mouse.
yeah, just yeah.
And blur.
Once again, this is the Oculus Rift. We're showing everybody here that Carver is now holding on here.
You're just getting what's coming to you.
I told you.
Tall in life, short in death. No loss, a burden.
See, okay, now when I first looked at that and I looked down, I thought it was like a little cage pit kind of thing that we were standing in. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like being berated or something like that. And I'm looking around, okay. Then Chris tells me to look at the birds. I look at the birds. No birds, only Blade.
You got to think about it with the freedom of motion there. Could you? I would have chopped that person's head off. They would have been a witch. Their head would have been like.
Yeah. It's like I told you I'm not evil. Oh shit, that is insane. If
And this is the like 800p resolution. There's the 1080p coming out for production. Should be.
Ooh, you should be talking in a microphone so we can hear you.
it's all my what you high.
There's a 1080p version coming out. We don't know when yet. It's still in production, but yeah, it's so incredibly easy to suspend disbelief even with bad graphics. Like I was blown away even playing Half-Life 2 with this.
Real Half-Life 2 with that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And if they have Skyrim like on there, like you were saying, that's got to be insane. I have to try that.
I'll see if I can get the mod up for it next time.
Grand Theft Auto 5 with that.
It has to be first person though.
Yeah.
I think you could do a Grand Theft Auto 5. Like
Could you imagine
game
like a Forza or something like that?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a couple racing demos on the Oculus Rift developer forum. But I'm pretty sure games like Dirt 2 and 3 already have support for it.
Nice.
See, and you were talking about porn with that.
Yeah, it exists too.
See, now
I'm just thinking you don't have to get out of bed.
I didn't want to help
I'm
you
just
anyway.
I'm just thinking that you better hope you don't click on the wrong goddamn link or something like that. Because next thing you know, it's like, all right, Asian hookers, let's get this going. Lexington Steel. Ah! Ugh. Don't. Ugh. It's a risk.
Watch out for Manaconda.
I don't know if that's a risk I want to take. Sure, I could see some nice big bazonkas and 3D just all up in me, but like, I don't want to see freaking.
You also need that body impact chest pad.
I don't know if it just freaking just like, press a button and accidentally click on Mandingo coming at me. It's like, wait, I don't see anything. Look behind you, bitch. Oh God.
Look up at the birds, huh?
Oh no! Now I know why I had to buy these special boxers with it. Ah! Oh shit! So that's the Oculus Rift, and you say
Tiny, tiny little taste of the Oculus Rift.
and you say that they're trying to get this out for free or next to.
As close to free as possible. Like maybe just covering development costs and shipping.
I will give them $4.
$350.
$450.
You don't understand how this works, do you?
$300.
Like this is just something the lead designer said he wanted to try and do. Like he's trying his hardest to get it as cheap as possible, so as many homes as possible can get it.
What is he, like the Mahatma Gandhi of freaking video game development or something?
He's taking Valve's approach to things.
Well, that worked out for Valve, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. But wow, that is that's pretty intense.
If anything, it comes in a hell of a nice box.
It's true.
That it does.
Okay, now we've seen this. We see what just like the starting off point of what it can do, and that's pretty insane. Like I really thought I was getting my head chopped off there for a second. And now all the games you've played over the years, if you could play those games with that, and even if it wouldn't work with that, like the way they're developed or programming like that, if say it was programmed to work with that perfectly, what game would you want to play with that effect?
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. Eey.
Condemned, Fatal Frame.
Friday the 13th.
Oh shit.
Lemmings, of course.
Oh yeah, it's well, there is Lemmings 3D. That would actually work.
Lemmings paintball.
They also made Worms
Oh,
3D.
fuck that game. Oh. Worms? Pretty funny.
Yeah, Worms 3D, Worms World Forts were both 3D. I think there might have been a third one too.
All I can think of
But
is
Mirror's Edge would be pretty solid.
Yeah, there is a
Except for
just
those
a
with-
hack mod for it
Yeah.
to allow it to work, but I don't know how to adjust the field of vision and all that, and so it really fucks with you.
If they got Quake running and that, they've got to have Hexen up and running.
Hexen, holy shit. I haven't heard that term in a while.
Yeah,
The thing about Mirror's Edge, though, if you have a fear of heights, don't play that game with an Oculus Rift.
well, if you have a fear of heights, then just playing the game in general will probably make you nauseous.
Not really, no. I have a pretty severe fear of heights, but other games like similar to that, I don't have a problem with.
Cries on every jump and crackdown.
Hey. Shit happens, okay? But I'm thinking Dead or Alive.
Beach
Beach volleyball, yeah. I'd be good to play as Zach and just
Enhance. Enhance.
And hence.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Pitch tent.
Postal. That'd be a good game to play with that. What about
Definitely something like Amnesia or like
Oh, Amnesia. would be
Amnesia
Cloud
would be
Bikers and
fantastic.
Dying.
If only they could get it working with OpenGL.
Yeah. Like just those kind of like survival horror with that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's
Slender.
why I was-
I believe the Slender game that's out on Steam right now,
what, The Arrival?
yeah, does have support for the Oculus Rift.
I'm not surprised by that.
Well, it's a Source game, is it not?
Yeah. I think it is, yeah.
Don't know.
But regardless, even in just original Slender.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember seeing I've seen gameplay. I never played this Slender the Arrival. Actually, I haven't played the original Slender. I've just watched other people play it.
Sounds like we need to get it and have you play it on the Oculus Rift.
Fuck you. But, oh my god.
Cut to a dark and stormy night.
But no, I remember watching that. Just watching the Slender the Arrival there, watching him playing, and then all of a sudden I just see this little thing like running toward. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Was that Stewie from Family Guy? And I was like, and I thought it's like, oh, it must be just one of those fear factors. Also, it just starts running towards them. We were like, Jesus, what? Run! Well, it's not like Slender at all. This is something completely different, but it was okay. But Slender with that, yeah, that would be pretty goddamn freaky. What else? What about just like FPS games or like
any of them.
Yeah, Call of Duty, Battlefield, anything like that.
I don't think they've officially mentioned support. Maybe Battlefield 4 had.
X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now that the Star Wars franchise has gone to someone else, I think it was EA that bought it. It was either EA or Activision.
Or Disney.
Oh, wow. Disney got it, and then they contracted EA to continue on.
Well,
with,
I
like,
would
Star
hope
Wars
so.
1313 and
Star Wars Cross Kingdom Hearts.
the new Star Wars Battlefront, or that's what it was called, right? Battlefront.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Battlefront.
Yeah, that might have Oculus Rift support.
The new Battlefront coming out. That would be. I'm looking forward to seeing that because I want to see what they can do with that.
I'd like to see Unreal 3 on it. Because that'd be pretty solid, especially the space battles and things and stuff in that one. I don't know how it got to that, but when you're flying spaceships and getting inside the bases and stuff, but
Yep. That's pretty. First person, like literally first person, that'd be pretty intense.
Oh, if you manage to get to a point where you can actually play it, like the mass space battles in EVE Online,
Oh, yeah.
EVE does support this as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Sins would be pretty sweet too.
Sims?
Sins of a Solar
Oh, I
Empire.
was going to say
yes,
the Sims. What the hell's over my head? Oh, shit. Do I have to pee again? Fuck it. I'm peeing right here. I'm just going to look down, wait for it to happen. Nope. Shit myself. Oh, okay.
Something like Dungeon Keeper when you possess your minions or whatever.
Yes.
If they get like the full bodysuit thing going with the hands, and you just like you possess someone, and start punching yourself in the balls just over and over again.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well,
We don't care what you do in your spare time.
oh man, Dungeon Keeper. What about shit? I had one in my head.
First person bit trip runner or something.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh no, Tech 3000.
Oh my god, that would be a freaking. That would be an acid trip and a half right there. What about Mario Galaxy?
Audio surf.
Audio server. Shit. Would you be like just kind of like?
For DayZ or whatever you want to say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, just like look
I
in the
wonder-
distance. Like, what the hell is that?
Like, if Arma 2 supports it, then definitely DayZ would.
Yeah.
I should look into that.
I still haven't played
That would be fun.
DayZ, or I haven't really played much of Arma 2 yet. I played through like some of the training or something like that. It got really hard, like to
Yeah.
get used to the controls and that. So I really need to focus on that. But
No.
no,
Just
DayZ.
figure out how to install the DayZ mod properly. Just work with that.
Just figure out how to crawl through grass is all you need to do.
Yeah. Once you get a weapon, you can crouch walk, crouch run. But to start, you really have to crawl everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crawling simulator. That's what I call it.
That's what
And
half
it
the
would be
internet calls it.
Oculus grass.
Oculus Grass. Oh, Grass Simulator 2013.
Speaking of which, farming simulator.
That would be pretty cool. Farming Simulator, even the
Even
train and
something like
bus.
Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Minecraft. Holy shit, that would be awesome.
That exists.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your thing on?
Testing.
No.
No.
We lost you.
You done fucked up, son.
Ah.
You kind of.
It's on there.
No. Where'd you go? You broke the mic.
Testing.
No.
And that was our podcast.
That was Greg's. Anyways,
Okay, we're done now.
so yeah, what we talked about today, we talked a little GTA. Well, actually, we talked a lot of GTA. We talked a little history, history of gaming for us. We talked a little. Actually, quite impressed with Oculus Rift. They're getting our heads chopped off, and some scary moments, fun moments, some happy moments, some not so happy moments.
Look at the birds.
Fuck you with the birds. But thank you for joining us very much. We'll be back next Tuesday. Hopefully same time, same channel, if there's a channel. And there is. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is Go Frag Yourself on behalf of Joe. Greg can't speak. Chris can speak, but he won't. Carver, who can also speak, but, well, no.
Bye.
Did you turn on your mic when you put it down?
Maybe. You don't know him.
All right, thanks for joining us.
You tell me, take a picture. You say it lasts long, but I don't think so. So tell me,